And welcome to another edition of Scott Sports 101, Thursday Night Football pregame show. I'm Scott Trella. We'll talk about tonight's AFC West battle between the Chiefs and the Chargers, and we'll go preview everything you need to know. But first, here is today's Scott Sports 101 NFL Thursday Night Football trivia question. Which Chiefs QB holds the team record for most passing yards in a single game? I'll have the answer later on the broadcast. Thursday Night Football kicks off Week 15 of the NFL regular season. The LA Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs will square off at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. The Chargers are coming off a big 26-21 win over the Cincinnati Bengals in Week 14 last week. And I feel the Chargers are going to have their work cut out against the Chiefs this week. The Chargers barely got past the Bengals last week, and I feel that if the Chargers want to come out of this game with the win, they are going to have to come out and really play like they have never played before. The momentum needs to be there, and it fully needs to be there, and they need to jump on the Chiefs right from the start early and put points up on the board early as well and maintain the lead. Now, the Chargers also need to have a big-time performance offensively and defensively, because that was a very poorly performance last week. They had a very poor performance against Cincy last week, the offense and the defense, especially the defense. So they need to have a better performance offensively and defensively by far. And they need to put pressure on and stop Chiefs QB Patrick Mahomes III, and do everything else as good as they can, and also put the pressure on the Chiefs big-time offense and defense. And if they can do all that, then I feel the Chargers have a chance to win tonight's game against the Chiefs. Now the Chargers are 7-5, and they're right behind the Chiefs, and this is why it's going to be a great AFC West battle tonight. Meanwhile, the Chiefs are coming off a 27-24 overtime win over the Baltimore Ravens in Week 14 last week. Now, the Chiefs are going to be out to win this game by far against the Chargers tonight. The Chiefs are 11-2 and are on top of the AFC West, while the Chargers are right behind them, as I've said, in second in the AFC West with a record of 10-3. Now, Chiefs QB Patrick Mahomes III already knows what to expect playing against Chargers QB Philip Rivera, and this is going to be a tight AFC battle tonight by far. And sources and NFL football fans are saying that the Chargers are going to upset the Chiefs in tonight's game. But I feel that the Chiefs are going to really be ready for tonight's game by far against the Chargers. And I feel the Chiefs have the edge in this game by far tonight. And regarding the Chargers, Marvin Linden is questionable for tonight's game. I'm not sure if he's going to play tonight, but we'll see. But he's questionable by far. But I feel that the Chiefs have the edge in this game by far tonight. And I do feel that the Chiefs are going to win this game by far tonight. And I've picked the Chiefs to win for my Thursday night pick of the week. We have a lot of great other NFL matchups coming up. Now, we have a couple near the end of the season, we have a couple of Saturday games. The Houston Texans will take on the New York Jets, and I think that's in Houston, I believe. Check me if I'm wrong. The Denver Broncos will take on the Cleveland Browns. We'll take on the Browns at Sports Authority Field in Denver. And I have a feeling that the Browns are really going to win this one on the road for the very first time and beat Denver on the road for the first time. The Minnesota Vikings will take on the Miami Dolphins at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minnesota. Cincinnati Bengals take on the Oakland Raiders in Oakland. The Baltimore Ravens will take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Baltimore. The Indianapolis Colts will take on the Dallas Cowboys in Indianapolis. The Buffalo Bills will take on the Detroit Lions at Ralph Wilson Stadium in Buffalo. The Chicago Bears will take on the Green Bay Packers at Soldier Field in Chicago. The New York Giants will take on the Tennessee Titans at, I think it's in MetLife Stadium in New York. The Jacksonville Jaguars will take on the Washington Redskins in Jacksonville. The Atlanta Falcons will take on the Arizona Cardinals in Atlanta. The Seattle Seahawks will take on the San Francisco 49ers in San Francisco and Santa Clara, California. The New England Patriots will take on the Pittsburgh Steelers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And I think that's the Sunday night game, I believe, the Patriots and Pittsburgh, I believe. I'll have to see. I'll let you know. The LA Rams will take on the Philadelphia Eagles in LA and at LA Memorial Coliseum in LA. And the Monday Night Football game, next week's Monday night game, this coming Monday. The New Orleans Saints will take on the Carolina Panthers. It's in Carolina, but I feel New Orleans is going to win that game. And you'll get the rest of the picks on Scott Sports 101 NFL Football Sunday. You've got my Thursday night pick for tonight. I am going with the Kansas City Chiefs to win this game by far. And I'm going to give a little score prediction for this one. I am going to say 34-31. Chiefs 34, Chargers 31. I think it's going to be a tight game tonight. I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any means. And I just really feel it's going to be a great game tonight. A great battle, a great AFC West battle by far. And the Chiefs are ready for this game by far, and they're going to be really out to win this one tonight. And I do feel that I just feel that by far the Chargers are really do have a few injuries, and so they're going to have to really step it up tonight. And I feel really the Chargers have got their work cut out tonight, and they're 7-5. And if they want to win this one, they really got to dominate early. And now, if they need to win this one, I think, to keep their playoff hopes alive. Although they are basically going to make the playoffs, but they need to really make sure and keep it alive. So. We'll get back to talking about tonight's game and more about tonight's game in just a moment. But it is now time for the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 Thursday Night Football trivia question. Which Chiefs quarterback holds the team record for most passing yards in a single game? If you said Elvis Grbac, you are correct. On November 5th, 2000, Elvis Grbac completed 39 of 53 passes for 500 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. But was outdueled by his former backup, Rich Gannon, as the Chiefs fell to Gannon's Raiders 49-31. And I'll have another trivia question on my next broadcast, which will be on Saturday, which will be Scott Sports 101 NFL Football Saturday Special. So stay tuned for that. Getting back to tonight's game between the Chiefs and Chargers, I feel that this Chiefs team is really, they have been on a roll all season, and they've won right now 11 out of the 15 games of the 14 games, that have been played. And I feel that the Chiefs have already secured a playoff berth. They are already in the playoffs by far. And I feel that they have just been dominating this season, basically, this entire season. And That's why I feel the Chiefs have the edge in this game tonight. Well, that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 Thursday Night Football pregame show. I will be back with the Scott Sports 101 Thursday Night Football postgame show after the Chargers-Chiefs game has concluded. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1, I'm done.